Mm-hmm.
Welcome back to Sports World of the World. How you doing, Speedy?
Doing good. Doing real good. How about you?
Pretty good. How you been dealing with that ligma?
Oh, it's tough to deal with on a daily basis, but when I got people like you, it makes it easy.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Um, we're not going to be doing any news today. It's a little late on the news. So we're going to be saving it up for next pod, maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday. We'll have to see. So what we're going to be doing first? Playing a little 21 questions. Just actually, before we do any of that, I just want to ask you how you been dealing with no sports. You've been, you know what I mean? Like, what
Yeah,
you?
NBA and NFL has the Game Pass thing, so you can like rewatch some games. I did rewatch the Eagles Super Bowl because nothing in the
Me
present is
too.
good. Only the
Me
past is
too.
good right about now.
That is, yeah. I that I'm kind of embarrassed to say, but I was watching the game Toronto Sixers
Yeah,
game 7 up to the point
I
where
could never
they
I could
inbounded
never rewatch that.
they up to the point where they inbounded that last shot and then I turned it off. Like I watched till Butler got the steal, the layup, and then I stopped watching. I couldn't do it anymore.
No, I can't watch that game at all. I
It
just
brings
can't
you
do
to
it.
tears. Definitely brings you to
Yes.
tears.
Yes, it
Um,
crushes me. I'm like Embiid walking out, and I don't even play for anything.
you come upstairs and everyone in your house is like staring at you while you're bawling your eyes out.
Yep.
Uh, all right, so we're gonna be playing some 21 questions, NBA and NFL player edition. If you don't know how 21 questions work, someone thinks of in this case, a player, and the other person is going to be talking about asking questions up to 21 to try and figure out who that player is.
And the yes or
So you
no
want to go
questions.
first, or
You can try to guess one of mine first.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So don't tell me if they're NBA or NFL. I'll have to guess that.
All right.
Uh, so my first question: are they NBA or NFL?
You just told me not to tell you.
No. You have to tell me that, but don't tell me it has to count as one of my questions. Is what I mean.
Okay. All right. NFL.
Oh, and also didn't mention all questions must be yes or no questions. NFL. All right. Are they in the what is it called? The AFC or the NFC?
NFC.
In the NFC. Huh. So that's two. I'm actually gonna get a pen, keep a tally mark. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know how to count. Don't know how to count to 21.
Nah, yeah, nah. That might be true, but I'm actually not sure. Do I even got a pen? Yeah, here's a pen. I found it.
Good job.
I'm impressed with myself too. All right, so
Struggling.
got my pen. That was 2 questions down. Third question: are they in the NFC North?
No.
No. Are they in the NFC South?
No.
Are they in the NFC East?
Yes.
Right.
There you go.
Are they part of the Dallas Cowboys?
No.
Are they part of the Philadelphia Eagles?
Yes.
All right. Are they a defensive or offensive player?
That's not a yes or no question.
Oh, are they an offensive player?
Yes.
Um, are they an O lineman?
No.
No. All right.
No, sir.
Are they a running back?
Yes.
We might have to shorten this lower from 21 questions. We might have to make it like 15 questions or something like that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Is it Miles Sanders?
No.
Oh, so I lost. I just guessed the guy.
Oh, you're dumb.
It's Boston Scott, right?
No. Corey Clement.
Do they even have him anymore?
Yes, he's still on the roster.
He's still on the roster. All right.
Yes.
Let me see how many questions it took for me to get that close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That only took me 10 questions. Do you want to short it down to 15 questions we'll have?
Sure.
So, my guy, number one up.
NBA or NFL?
That's your first question?
Yeah.
He is a NBA player.
Is his team a playoff team?
Yes, they would be a playoff team if the league hadn't shut down.
Okay. Is he a starter?
Yeah.
Is he a foreign player? Is it like, was he born in another country and came here?
Nope. You were basically like, is it Luka Doncic? That was basically what.
Is it Joel Embiid?
Or is it Joel Embiid?
Is he in the Eastern Conference?
No. It's 5 questions down.
All right, the Western Conference then. Is his team a top 5 team as of right now?
I'm gonna need to look that up.
Alrighty.
His team is a top team.
Okay. What is their streak?
That's not a yes or no question.
You're right. Is their streak a win or a loss? Was their most recent game a win?
That's still
was their most recent game a win?
Yeah. Are you on? You can't use Google too. You can't use Google too.
Okay. So he's
you already
a starter,
saw though.
and he's
Turn
in the
off,
Western Conference. All right. All right. Is he a guard?
Still looking at Google.
I don't have anything up. Is he a guard?
Yes, he's a guard.
Is it Patrick Beverly?
No, you lost.
Dang it! Is it Lou Williams?
No.
Paul George?
No.
Who?
It's Chris Paul.
What?
They're the 5th best team in the Western Conference.
I thought I asked if they were. Oh.
He's the top 5.
Oh. I thought it was the Clippers.
Nice one, brilliant.
Oh.
But yeah.
All right. Should I do my guy now?
Yeah. How did you? Did you look and say, "Oh, they're not 5"? What?
No, I thought they were I remember what we had talked about in the other podcast that the Sixers needed them to be top 5 or top 8 in the NBA. So I stupidly thought they were like 8th on the list.
Yeah, okay.
And I disregarded them.
You know, you're so smart. I envy your IQ score.
I'm so clever. Well, at least I was smart enough to ask about win streaks. That was pretty clever.
You guessed 2 questions in a row that weren't yeses or nos.
But I fixed them.
Yeah, that's true. So now, next. Is he NFL or NBA?
He is an NBA player.
NBA player. Is he in the Western Conference?
No.
Is he in? I'll clear out this tab. Is he in the Central Division?
Hold on, I gotta check that.
The Central Division is the Bulls, Pistons, Bucks, Pacers, and Cavs.
Yes.
He is. All right. Is he a big man? Would you consider? Is he a backcourt player, so a forward or a center?
No.
Wait, no. That's a front court player. A backcourt is. Is he a front court player? Is what I'm saying. He's not a forward or center.
No.
All right. That's my 4th question.
Yeah.
So is his team in the playoff bracket? Would they be in the playoffs?
Playoffs is the first 8 teams, right?
Yeah, it's the first
No,
18.
he's not.
Not in the playoffs. So that would that would get rid of the Pacers or the Bucks. So that would leave me with the Pistons, the Cavs, and the Bulls. And he's a guard on the Pistons, the Cavs, or the Bulls. So that would leave me with actually a lot of guys. Is he under 25?
I don't think so. No.
He's not under 25.
No, he's not.
Great. That gets rid of even more guys. By the way, that was just my 7th question.
Okay.
Is he... So he's not under 25. He's on one of those teams.
I thought you'd get this right away.
Is he a bench player?
He has come off the bench, but he's been a starter too.
Oh, I know who he is, but I'm just gonna make sure. Is he on the Detroit Pistons?
Yeah.
It's Derrick Rose.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes, that's a point for me.
You got one. I'm not gonna get yours. I know that. Because you definitely were like, "Oh, let me pick Lamar Jackson."
Wait, that would be easy.
Yeah.
If I said Lamar Jackson, that would be easy. No, but mine's also easy. Let's get it.
Is it NBA or NFL?
NFL.
Okay. Does he play offense?
Yeah.
Okay. Are they in the NFC?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is he in the NFC East?
The real question is, what is he not in? No, he's not in the NFC East.
The North.
What?
NFC North. Is he in the NFC North?
You said the North. Like, that was a
because I
universal
think
thing.
that he's is he in the North?
Yes, he is in the NFC North.
How many questions is that?
That was just 5 questions.
Okay. Has he been has he achieved any types of awards in the NFL?
Oh, yes, he has.
Has he been a Pro Bowler?
Yeah.
So
This is not hard. This is not a hard question. There should be like one person on your mind.
So he's either on the Vikings, the Bears, the Packers, the Lions, the Buccaneers, or the Dolphins.
No. What?
That's the NFC North team.
Where the heck did the Buccaneers and the Dolphins come from?
That's what I Googled. Who is in the NFC North? And those are my results.
4. It was just the first 4 you said.
Oh, so the Vikings, the Bears, the Packers, and Detroit. Has he been a Super Bowl champion?
Yes. That might have been the only award he won, was the Lombardi.
If it's not Aaron Rodgers, is it? It's not Aaron Rodgers, is it?
You have to know you can't answer that question. I can't answer that.
My guess is Aaron Rodgers.
Sorry.
Who is it? I couldn't think of anyone else who's won a Super Bowl.
So it is a Packer, and they wear number 12, and they're a quarterback.
Oh, so it is Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, it is Aaron Rodgers.
I got one.
Do
you have a third one?
Yeah, I do have a third one.
All right, so
we can also go to 4 if we really want to. It just depends on what goes on.
All right.
But
you can work on mine.
NFL or NBA?
NFL.
NFL. Um, AFC or AFC?
Hold on, I'm stupid.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. National Football Conference.
So no.
NFC.
Yeah. Is he a quarterback?
Yes.
Is he a good quarterback? Would you consider them a good quarter? Like compared to most NFL players, because every NFL quarterback is a good quarterback,
I
just not
I
compared.
don't. I mean,
Would you consider them above average, average, or below average?
that's below average.
Below
Well, I
average.
mean, below average. I'm gonna say
Was he
below.
on the playoff team last year?
Yes.
Yes, he was. Oh oh boy. Who is it? Who are in the playoffs last year? That would be Garofalo. No, I don't want to guess that. Does he wear purple?
No. I don't
No, he's
think
not.
so. Unless I'm
You would know.
colorblind.
Um,
I don't know if they have some wonky alternate jerseys.
no, for their main jersey. So it's either Garoppolo. I'm just trying to picture the 49ers wearing purple running down the field. Um, so it's either Garofalo, Rogers, just like me, but I would doubt that. Um,
Ah.
or Wentz, or Wilson, or who am I missing?
You're so stupid.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
first of all, you're missing the team, not necessarily the
Yeah,
guy.
it's the Saints. Is the other team I'm missing. Have they won a Super Bowl before, this player?
Has this player? No,
No.
no.
So that takes away
I'm pretty
two.
sure. I can fact check that, but I'm pretty sure it's no. No, he is not. Nope. That just made it a little bit more difficult, didn't it?
No, it might have gotten
Yes,
easier.
it did, 'cause
Are they in the NFC East?
No.
No, he has won a. My bad. I there's only one guy left.
No,
Are they in the NFC West?
No. How many questions are you at?
That was just 10.
Okay, so five left.
You must be all. Oh, is he a backup quarterback?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
You're getting somewhere.
Oh my God. And his team was in the playoffs.
Yep.
Oh.
How many
Is he African American?
No. Who are
And he's
you
not in the
missing?
NFC East. That was just 12 questions, right?
Yeah, that's 12. So you have 3 left.
Mm-hmm. And so I asked about the NFC East and the NFC West, right?
Correct.
Okay, so are they in the?
You could narrow this down with these last 2 questions. You could ask one more question and have the answer.
Are they in the NFC North?
No.
All right, so then they're in the NFC South. Yeah, they're in the NFC South. Oh, do they wear? Oh wait, do they sometimes are they sometimes on the field with Drew Brees?
Yeah.
It's Taysom Hill.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's go.
He struggled a little bit.
You like Taysom Hill, don't you?
Yeah, he's good.
So we each have 1 point, or no? That was just your third. So I have 2.
Oh yeah, you're gonna win then.
Last player.
NBA or NFL?
NBA.
Is he in the Eastern Conference?
I don't know how to answer that.
What do you mean? It's a yes or no question. Does he play on a team in the Eastern Conference? Currently.
You're gonna get a currently?
Currently, as of right now.
No. I see you on Google. Get off that.
I'm stupid with NBA. Is his team a playoff team?
Look at this boy. He's been to the playoffs. Is that what you want to ask?
Is his current team a playoff team?
No. No.
Okay.
You're asking the wrong questions. I'll tell you that.
Is he a current NBA player?
No, he's not.
Oh shoot.
So you just wasted 3 questions.
So he retired in the Western Conference?
No, I don't know what conference he retired in. Let me look that up.
All right, I want that question back because.
No, you don't get it back. You asked the wrong questions.
Well, no, you didn't answer that truthfully then, because I asked, was he in the Eastern Conference?
No, you said is his current team in the Eastern Conference? He's not currently playing for a team, so I couldn't answer that. You know what I mean? I could have said what team. I think he might be an assistant coach somewhere, so I could have said that. But
hold
up.
Oh, okay. Is he a?
Yes, the team he retired. Your question was the team he retired with in the Eastern Conference? Yes, it was.
It was in the Eastern Conference.
Yes.
Okay. Did he win a championship?
Ooh. One more second. I don't think he has, but never mind. Yes, he has.
Yes, he has.
That was your 6th question. No, that was your 5th.
Did he retire in the 2010s?
Yes.
Was he early to the, okay? Was he a star player?
Yeah, he was a star player.
Let's see. Was he a guard?
Yes. Ooh. Yeah, Blueface, baby.
I can't answer
that. I can't answer that. I have a poster of him behind me.
I can't see.
And then realized that I was lying. And I do not have a poster of them behind me.
Did he play in Philadelphia?
No. That was just your 8th question. You've really gone nowhere.
I've gone nowhere.
You know he's a guard who retired in the Eastern Conference, and he retired in the 2010s. It's like all you know. And he was an all-star.
And he was an all-star. Eastern Conference.
There should be like a couple who come.
I don't know who's retired in the past couple years. Shoot. Was he a point guard?
Yes. You already asked if he was I guess.
It could have been a shooting guard.
But that might have been a wasted question. He played 1 total season at shooting guard.
Okay. So when you said that the team he retired with, does that count like him just signing like a 1-year deal, or like a 1-day deal to retire with this team, or like his last?
No, he played 76 games there in his last season. Do not look this up. I see your eyes.
Dude, I have no idea.
That was just your 9th, or that was your 10th question. 9th. I'll give it. It was probably 10, but stop looking.
I thought I had the guy, but he hasn't won a championship. Oh no.
Who is the guy you were thinking of?
I was thinking Steve Nash.
Yeah, he didn't. I'm pretty sure he didn't. No, he retired with the Lakers.
I don't know who else is retired.
Well, you got 6 more guesses. This isn't too hard if you know.
And
his team
that he retired with as of right now is not a playoff team.
No. I'll tell you this right now. He was a big player. Like he's been a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's been a 12-time All-Star.
And his team is not a playoff team?
Yeah,
as of
but
right now.
the team that he retired with, you wouldn't associate him with.
So when I think of him, I'm not gonna think of this team.
No.
So like a Tom Brady with the Buccaneers kind of thing?
Yeah, or like Jordan with the Wizards. Like you wouldn't associate him with the Wizards, but that's the team he retired.
Okay. Let's see.
You're really struggling here, bud.
I am so bad at
I think I might catch a dub.
You should catch a dub. You're so much smarter than me when it comes to sports.
You're looking stuff up. I saw you typing.
Dude, I have no idea at all.
Take guesses. You got 5 more guesses.
Okay. Did he play for the...
Don't just guess a team. Try and narrow it.
So not the Western. He's in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, he did play in the Western Conference, but he's more known for being on an Eastern Conference team. But he won his championship in the Western Conference, but you won't really... He wasn't like...
Hired in the early 2010s. What?
He's probably like, if I'm not mistaken, he's probably like the second most famous point guard, second or third most famous point guard of the... don't look it up. Stop typing. No idea. Stop typing. I can see you typing.
No, you can't.
Stop. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't cheat. Come on.
I thought it was Dante Stoudemire.
You?
Never mind. Yeah. But he did not retire in the early 2010s. Dang. Am I like dumb for not getting this?
You're mildly stupid. Your stupidity. My impression of you, of your intellect is definitely low.
But I don't know basketball.
It's not that you should know this player.
Does he have like a signature thing?
Stop guessing stuff. Like, what do you mean a signature thing?
Like, when people shoot, they yell Kobe, or something like that, or like a signature, or like a signature shoe, a signature brand.
I'll look it up.
This is not gonna help me at all, is it?
Just like you really haven't really been very good at narrowing stuff down this time.
No, I'm not, because I have no idea.
If you could have figured out the team, you would have gotten the player.
No, I wouldn't. Does he have a brand? Does he have a brand or like a signature thing?
I don't think he's a signature thing. No, I think he might have a brand. Let me see, but like they're not popular.
Still.
Yeah, not really.
Is it a yes or no?
I know, but not really.
Is it a yes or no?
Like you wouldn't have heard of them before. Some of our listeners who are more knowledge than you might.
I'm so dumb. I don't know basketball.
Just take guess. Just guess. I guess guess teams.
Was he on the Bulls?
No. Oh, his team was like made it to the finals. A couple times. He's been to the finals multiple times. The team that he's most known for made it to the finals in the 2000s. So Bulls never did that. Did your screen keep going dark?
Not really.
I don't know. Mine does. A little bit of technical difficulties.
I feel so stupid.
Stop typing.
I can't get this.
You're so obvious.
You're just sitting there with a big smirk on your face. Because
you keep typing. Stop reading and typing.
I have no idea. All right. You've
been cheating this whole time, and you still are no...
Okay, I will stop cheating and still get it wrong.
You get 3 more guesses. No, 4. You have 4 more questions. Just go.
Was he on the Wizards?
No. They didn't get it to the finals.
I don't know who got to the finals. The Cavs.
No. It was in the early 2000s. It was in the Kobe Shaq era. That's the biggest hint. Like, that is the biggest hint.
Still doesn't help me.
They played Kobe and Shaq in the finals.
I don't know who's played Kobe and Shaq in the finals other than the Sixers, and the Sixers are a playoff team. So.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's not. That's the Pistons. They did make it to the finals, but that's not the team. You get 2 more guesses. You get 2 more guesses.
The Hornets.
They did not make it to the... No.
The only other team is the Knicks.
They didn't make it to the finals either.
I've guessed every team that is not a current playoff team in the Eastern Conference.
No, that's not what I said. I said the team he retired with is not a current playoff team. The team he's most known for is a playoff team. I'll give you 1 more guess at the team and 1 guess at the player.
Is he on the Sixers?
No, he's not. He was not on the Sixers. Do you want me to give you a really big hint?
Yes, give me a really big hint.
It's not going to count, but just so you can get it. He's a white guy.
A white guy?
Yeah, a white guy.
That's not helpful.
A white guy?
How is that helpful?
He's one of the best point guards and a white guy. And it's not Steve Nash.
Best white point guards? Nobody's coming to mind for me.
Yeah, I like how you're looking it up.
Best white point guards. I can't figure this out. Well, these guys are too old. Oh my gosh.
Do you get it?
No.
Oh my god.
It stops at 7. It says it gives the top 15 and it stops at 7. Gee, thanks, Bleacher Report.
All right.
All right. Let me give it one more guess.
Can I tell you what team he played for?
Yeah.
I'll give you one more hint. The team he played for now is in a different city.
That's not helpful at all.
So he either played for the Supersonics, which doesn't make any sense because I said he's in the Eastern Conference, or he played for the Nets.
Ginobili. Am I wrong?
You are. This man is stupid. This man is stupid.
He's the only guy with a white skin tone on the Nets that could come to mind.
No, he was on the Spurs.
Oh!
This man.
Who's been on the Nets? Nobody memorable has been on the Nets.
You give up?
Yes, I give up.
It was Jason Kidd.
He's not memorable. Every time I think of him, he's on the Suns.
What? You think of him from the Suns?
Yes, I think of him from the Suns.
All right, Rafe. He made the finals on the Nets. He made the finals in Dallas.
Every time I watch any kind of highlight video and he's on it, he's on the Suns.
I don't understand why. If anyone wants to comment on
every time I see Jason Kidd in a highlight, he's on the Suns.
Anyone listening, if you want to comment, first comment about how big of an idiot Ethan is.
I don't know basketball. All I know is dogs in a show.
All right, and next comment. Do you remember Jason Kidd more from the Nets or the Suns? I just want to hear some opinions about that.
Don't pay for like things where I can watch old games, and I watched YouTube highlight videos where he's on the Suns.
Last night, the NBA just live streamed a game at the NBA YouTube channel, and you know who it was? It was the white point guard battle between Steve Nash and Jason Kidd. Do you want me to give you an easy redemption question?
Yeah. I'm kind of get it wrong though and look stupid, but yeah, give it to me.
All right. Do you want to get 10 guesses? Because this is I think you'll be able to get in 10 questions. Hold up. NFL player, go.
Is he in the? I'm dumb. Is he in the AFC? Is he in the AFC?
He's in the AFC.
Okay, tough. Is he in the AFC North?
No.
AFC East?
Yes.
Is he on the Buffalo Bills?
Yes.
Is he their quarterback?
Yes.
Is he their starting quarterback?
Yes.
Is he the future MVP?
Yes.
Josh Allen.
Yes! Finally, somebody got it.
I'm not that dumb.
You're just slightly dumb. All right. So the last thing we wanted to do was just start off a little bit of a debate that we might be able to continue in further episodes, but we wanted to say our sides. So the GOAT in the NBA. He thinks it's
LeBron James.
And I think it is the true GOAT from North Carolina, Michael Jordan.
All right. Well, now, just to start, just build up your top five.
So yeah, and then we'll debate next time. We'll debate. So build up my what?
So who are your top five guys? Just list them.
Oh,
we'll each compare five.
This is in no order because I'm kind of spitballing. But I want to say, so it does include LeBron and Kobe at 2 and 3, and I want to say the next is like Kareem and either Wilt or Magic.
Yeah, that's what I had. I have that. So we have the same. My number 5 is Wilt, and then Kareem. And then Kobe, MJ, LeBron.
All right, I'll say mine is Wilt, Kareem, Kobe, LeBron, MJ. So we're in agreement.
So why do you think?
Hold up. I could put Magic in there, but he's got ligma, so.
Yeah, because he'd be sleeping around though in LA.
Chill.
What happens in LA stays in LA.
That's true. But he did. Did he get fired from being their general manager, or did he step down?
He stepped down.
All right. He was probably gonna get fired. They probably couldn't fire him. They could fire him, but they probably wouldn't because of Magic Johnson.
You're one of those guys who just grew up listening to their dad rant about MJ, and it immediately formed your opinion. Oh, this guy's got to be the greatest. No one can surpass him. And you're too stubborn to admit change. Am I right? Yes, I am right. Thank you for admitting
My dad's favorite part about basketball was watching the Sixers lose the whole process because he thought it was so much fun. So he never taught me about good players. He thought
your dad is the greatest basketball coach in the history of Renegades basketball. Possibly until Mr. Stecker coaches, but as of right now.
Of course. When if we eventually have a team,
yeah.
So I think Jordan's the best. Never lost a final series.
But have you seen who he played with and then who LeBron plays with?
You're kidding. Pippen. All right, Pippen. Good, obviously, really good player. But I could argue. I argue that
LeBron is
Dwayne
stuck
Wade
with guys like J.R. Smith.
You're forgetting Anthony Davis, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving.
Right, but specifically when he
Yeah,
was on
he
the
just
Cavs.
brushed over the good to get to the J.R. Smiths and the and the broken down Alex Caruso and Dwight Howard.
Oh,
Like,
Alex Caruso is the god. Okay, but LeBron he's surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and MJ for the most points in NBA playoff history.
I think he's better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and I think MJ is better, but he played less seasons. He had a problem to his dad about baseball. He played baseball. He retired for a bit, then came back for a stint in a Wizards jersey. Yeah,
but he wasn't as good when he was older. But LeBron it's almost like he's gotten better with age.
Yeah, but I could be wrong.
Even at 35 right now, he's still, even comparing, he's obviously probably not going to beat Giannis, but he's still like, he's going to probably be like the runner-up for MVP at 35 years old, which is amazing.
But let me see, how old was Michael? And when Michael Jordan was on the Wizards, hold up, I need to figure out how old he was so I can compare what you're saying. Hold up. After.
Come on, Splash. I've got some more reasons why LeBron's better if you want to hear him.
Give me a second. I'm having trouble figuring out how old he was. Can you help me?
Because he was so irrelevant.
He still put up 22 points per game.
Yeah.
Somehow, and almost still and a half.
He was 30.
Oh, actually, I could just do the math. So in Michael Jordan's last season, which was in 2003, he's now 57. That was 13 years ago. He was 40. He was basically 43. So he was 8 years older than LeBron is when he was on the Wizards.
Well, LeBron's gonna play till Bronny plays with him. That could be a while.
Bronny is what, 16, 15?
15 or 16, yeah.
All right, I want to hear your why you think he's better.
LeBron James is the only player in all of NBA history with at least 30,000 points, 8,000 assists, and 8,000 rebounds. Only player, and he's not a center or a point guard, so he's not constantly that guy with the ball in his hand. He's not constantly dishing or rebounding.
As the point guard, like
sometimes, but he's also not a big man, so but he still gets 8,000 more than 8,000 rebounds.
I think that's true, but I also think like he doesn't when he doesn't have a great team, he doesn't have I don't think he's good enough to carry an entire bad team to a championship which they win. Like in the 2016,
he has been that deciding factor in so many games. You have just seen the LeBron factor come out.
But that's the same with Michael. Michael has the second, in my opinion, the second greatest shot, the second most clutch shot in NBA history, behind the shot that must not be named. If when you speak its name, you get cursed. Yeah. But just I think we can continue this debate in a next. I
don't know, man. I'm kind of feeling this debate right about now.
All right.
So many people are they say, all right, LeBron's defense isn't that good, right?
I don't argue that.
You don't? Well, all right. Well, there are people who would argue that, but somehow this guy is the NBA's all-time leader in postseason steals.
But he's not. So here's the thing. I think he's a really good defender when he wants to be. He's not as good as MJ on defense, but I feel he is a great defender when he wants to be, and he doesn't always want to be. These are my main points for why I think MJ is better. Jordan has never lost a final series, and he had.
He's been with.
What do you mean? Okay, here. So he won finals before. Who? I'm blanking. Not Scotty. Right. It came and left. Guy with the green hair. Good rebounder.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about now. Oh,
Robin.
God.
Dennis Rodman. Before
Yes,
Dennis Rodman came there, he won championships. So
right, yeah. I mean, he's definitely obviously won more championships.
So you'd rather have just Scottie Pippen and some other decent players, but also some not great players than the Heat team with Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen.
No, I'd rather have that Heat team. I'm saying than the Cavaliers team. I'd rather have Scottie Pippen than any of the Cavaliers teams.
You'd rather have Scottie Pippen than even the one with Kyrie and Love and
yeah, I'd rather have that team that Scottie Pippen.
Okay,
team.
I guess you could argue that, but Lakers
we're not arguing teams here. We're arguing why MJ is not the GOAT and LeBron is.
No, you brought up teams. Right.
So I'm still right. I'm still right in that respect. But LeBron, personally, we can't really compare like accomplishments like that because they're not personal. They don't have to. They're not necessarily just putting it on someone's skill. Look, if you look at statistics, look at personal statistics. LeBron beats MJ in all NBA first team selections and per game statistics for rebounds, assists, blocks, and field goal percentage.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Suck on that!
MJ was forced to carry more teams than LeBron has. And also, MJ's like...
He should get some more. If he's the guy carrying, then he should get all NBA first team selections, more rebounds, more assists. I mean...
Well, that's I'm saying that's why he's a dip in field goal percentage and stuff like that. But the other thing is the reason he doesn't have as many All NBA first team is because he didn't play as many seasons, or maybe I want to say he hasn't played as many seasons, but I could be wrong. Also, Jordan he kind of had to work his way in the league. Like LeBron when he came in the league. He was already on a bad team where he could pad his stats, and Jordan's team wasn't good, but I don't know. I feel like LeBron, some of LeBron's downsides don't come with Michael's downsides. Jordan is, in my opinion, the best playoff player of all time.
Okay, but how about Michael Jordan never faced a team in the finals with more than 2 All-Stars. In fact, half of his championships were against one-man teams like Clyde Drexler's 92 Trailblazers.
Yeah, but they weren't all. I think did they play the Bad Boy Pistons?
I don't know, but all LeBron's opponents in the finals have included 2 or more All-Stars and 7 out of his 9
That's
appearances.
Not true.
Yes, it is.
They lost to the Mavericks.
7 out of his 9 appearances have included 2 or more All-Stars.
7 out
Plus,
of his 9.
The teams that LeBron has had to face, it's just been a completely new era of athleticism and scoring that MJ didn't have to deal with.
But MJ had to deal with more physicality in the game.
LeBron could back anybody down.
Yeah, but in this NBA...
LeBron is much stronger than MJ. You look at them, their physique it's completely different.
Oh yeah, I know that, but he's
don't say that. Oh, MJ's era was harder or whatever.
It was tougher. It was
right.
tougher.
LeBron could have easily survived that. Look at him now.
I don't know. I think he could have I think he could have been good in it. I just think you admit that LeBron is a flopper.
Sometimes, yes.
He's a flopper. Like that stuff did go over
because he knows he can get away with in this era. He knows he can get away with that.
Yeah,
in this era. If he was faced with another era where he knows I'm not going to get this call, then he's going to know that he has to put his head down, and he's the kind of guy that will be determined and will work hard enough to achieve his goals.
Why don't you think Michael could do that in this NBA then?
Because the talent that LeBron is facing right now is harder than the talent that MJ.
I mean, probably the shooting talent. But here's the thing. If I look up 1990s NBA Finals, these are all the series, right? So in the 1990s, it was. Hold up. All right, so starting from the first Chicago Bulls win, the hold up, my bad. So they beat the Lakers. Does this thing give the winner? Yes, it does. All right. So ready, they beat the Lakers 4-1. They beat the Blazers 4-2. They beat the Sonics 4-2. They beat the Jazz 4-2. They beat the Jazz again 4-2. Then they is that it? Or was there one? How many was that I just listed?
I don't know.
How
about this? Their impact on a team and their ability to take a team from one place to another, or when they leave their team dropping. When MJ decided to retire for the first time, no one thought the Bulls would be good, but they still had a 55-27 record.
They were good.
They were much better than everyone predicted. But
that's the same with the Heat. That's the same with the Heat. When LeBron left the Heat, Wade and Bosh were able to keep it out of them that ship good until Bosh's blood clot problems. But my point by listening to this series was those were not close series.
But if you look at the Cavaliers, when LeBron left the Cavaliers, he left such a void that they produced terrible records like 19-63.
What did you see?
After 19-63, the year after they had the NBA best record of 61-21.
Yeah, well, you can say that same thing about the Wizards.
LeBron leaving virtually caused their whole record to flip around.
You can say that's the same thing about the Wizards, though. The Wizards were they were at least a decent team. They weren't like the best team. He was also in his 40s, so you can't really compare that. But the 40s, like he's just a different. Like LeBron, I still think he's the second best player in NBA history. I just don't think that he would be able to do, like, he's lost series that he should have won. Like the first his first NBA second NBA Finals appearance against the I'm blanking. His second NBA Finals against the Mavericks. That is an easily winnable series with prime Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen, and LeBron. They should have won that series.
Teams that should win don't always win.
But Michael won.
You and I both know that.
But
you should have lost the Hoops championship. But I mean,
no. but Michael's team never lost those championships.
He wasn't facing. I mean, some of his teams. LeBron. If you just were able to take LeBron and MJ and just swap them. So all their teammates would be like LeBron would play with all MJ's teammates and MJ would play with all LeBron's teammates.
And they'd be the same in the same age. Yeah, like when they were the same age.
Yeah.
Like in 2011.
So if you took MJ when he was 30 and LeBron when he was 30, you would flip their teams at that point or whatever. But I can guarantee you LeBron would have done better.
I don't think so. Like, okay, on some teams,
LeBron's
obviously.
bully ball style that he has now, that would have been great back in that day.
LeBron doesn't have a bully ball style.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
It's unstoppable.
It's not bully ball.
Oh, come on.
You can't call it bully ball when he's playing the point guard. Bully ball,
He backs people down. Bully ball is not.
plays bully ball.
Bully ball can include like off the ball thing, like chase down blocks. No, LeBron has the trademark chase down block.
That's not a bully ball. That's just good defense. So you consider who's a good shot blocker? Kristaps Porzingis is a good shot blocker. I wouldn't consider him a bully ball player.
Not all around. That portion can be.
Would you consider the same thing Michael?
Can be an all-around bully ball player. LeBron has played every position. I think. Pretty sure he has spent even a little bit of time at every position.
Better?
I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. I read that in an article somewhere.
Oh, what was it again?
That he's played every position.
Yeah, I don't know. Michael has also never scored under 20 points in a finals game. Like, he's just so clutch.
Well, LeBron James, isn't he like the only one to average a triple-double in a playoff series?
In a playoff series, but that's because
he's averaging a triple-double. Do you know?
Yeah, but here's the thing. If a team is built or like that, then of course, like if you're surrounded with shooters, then you're gonna and you're obviously he's great. LeBron's a great player. Like here's I found this comparison chart, comparing NBA superstars finals. In all finals, so Michael is 6-0 and LeBron's 3-5. Michael has averaged 43 minutes. That's not really a big deal. LeBron 42, but Michael averages 34 points per game in the finals, and LeBron only averages 28.
Points aren't everything. Well,
that is true. That is true, but he also averages more turnovers in the finals. But he does also average more steals and rebounds. That is fair to point out. He
has the most.
But he's also a bigger. He's the most what?
Most points. And NBA LeBron. And NBA playoff history.
Yeah, but like.
So if you want to talk about playoff scoring, there you go.
I just can't get past his finals record. Like 3-5 is not that good. 3-5 is not good at all, really.
Right, but sometimes you can't always just stare at rings and championships.
No, but you have to.
Well, it's a big part, but a player's skill and their greatness. When players are truly great, you don't just recognize them by their rings or whatever. Let's just say, Kobe and Shaq never won a title, but they were still the amazing duo that they were. You're still gonna know them and know how great they are.
Yeah, but you wouldn't think of them as great as we think of them
now.
Yeah,
I think I would.
You think if they neither of them won a championship, you think they'd still be remembered as the greatest players of all time? Think about here's some great players who never won championships. Steve Nash. He's probably better than he's listed on a lot of charts, but he never won a championship, so you can't put him. T-Mac, same thing. Jason Kidd did win one. Karl Malone never won a championship. And that's the thing. You were saying that
none of them are in like the GOAT conversation like LeBron is here though.
Yes, that's exactly my point. They're not in the position because they haven't won.
Because they didn't have any of the stats. They're nowhere near.
They did have stats. Obviously,
when it comes down to just basketball, LeBron is better.
You're jumping all over the place. You're saying just basketball. Winning championships are part of basketball.
I'm saying the other guys that you're saying, oh, they're not as memorable.
I'm not saying they're in the GOAT conversation. I'm just saying they're underrated because of their lack of rings. And
right,
you're saying
right. It's not just because of their lack of rings. Their play is not as good as LeBron. That's another reason why they're not as memorable.
Well, yeah, but
they don't have the same kind of stats he does.
I just said they're not as good as LeBron. But here's the other thing. You were saying that the teams that LeBron beat are better. Now I do admit that the Warriors are a very good team, but you can't say that like the Karl Malone's Utah Jazz with Jeff Hornacek, Karl Malone, John Stockton, like that's
Not
team
great.
not great. You're saying that was not a great team.
Malone's 98 Jazz? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, 90s. I guess you could say that. I'm looking at the 96 Jazz.
Oh, well, the 98 Jazz were not. Nothing.
I don't know if that was the team that was in the playoffs or in the finals against him. The 90, it was the Jazz, but they still made it to the finals.
Because half of his championships, MJ's championships, came against just one-man show, like one-man teams.
So the Supersonics that year, who was on that team? That was let's see. No, I'm still trying to get to that. Was Gary Payton, Eric Snow. That was that team. So that team is a little one-noty. But LeBron lost to one-player teams. Again, the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah. So
exactly, that's my point. If he can't even be a one-player team,
just great people, great players lose games. It is literally impossible.
Not MJ didn't.
His competition was easier. It was easier for him to win.
You're saying Dirk and like Jason Kidd and an old Jason Kidd. An old Dirk and an old Jason Kidd are harder competition than Karl Malone and John Stockton.
We're not arguing that, though.
I am arguing that. What are you saying? That's what you brought that point up.
I'm saying LeBron's better. All right, how many playoff wins? How many playoff wins does LeBron have?
I don't know.
131. How many does Jordan have?
I don't know.
119. He
played less playoff series.
He's older. He played when he was older and stuff too.
But I don't think they made the playoffs.
What is their playoff win shares?
Look at the percentages.
Right. LeBron is 41.2 and Jordan is 39.8.
Well, that's not their win percentage. That's
their win shares. Their finals appearances. LeBron has 7, Jordan has 6.
Yeah.
First round playoff losses.
Look at their percentages. Jordan is 100%.
First round playoff losses.
You can't just glaze over that. You can't just glaze over that. No, you can't just glaze over that. How many first round
playoff losses does MJ have? How many does he have? 3. How many does LeBron have? None. 0.
Just finished 5 finals losses.
At least he's been able to get there, unlike MJ in some points. MJ's just dropped out in the first round.
Oh my God, that was all right.
Playoff assists. LeBron has more.
LeBron didn't even make the
playoff triple doubles. LeBron has 12 more playoff triple doubles than MJ.
That doesn't matter.
Wow, that matters.
If we're going off triple doubles, that means that Russell Westbrook must be the greatest player of all. Well,
I'm not solely going off that. I'm listing the reasons here.
You're literally listing random. You're listing decent reasons, but then you're just skimming past any reason that I give. Like
your reasons suck. LeBron has 186 playoff blocks.
Dude, why is that? Why is every block important? That is not important.
Blocks are so important. Blocks are so important. Oh my goodness.
Are weaker nowadays.
You want to tell me blocks are not important?
Players are weaker nowadays than they were back then.
Competition was easier back then than it is now.
Do not say that. Like, what do you mean competition was easier back then?
The level of
Dirk and lost.
The amount of points that teams today can put up on the board is nowhere near what it was.
Yeah, but defense is so much better back then.
Not necessarily.
Yes, it is.
It was, but that also has to do with like the different rule changes that we've had. You can't.
Yeah, but that still makes it harder back then.
But there are scorers that we have today. I mean, aside from like Kareem and Wilt, the scorers that we have today.
My goal Jordan.
Not so much.
These are the type of scores. Reggie. What's his name on the net? Who was on the Patrick Ewing. Like all these, like those players are good scorers. Hakeem is a great scorer. You're saying, oh,
I've given you every, like almost every possible stat.
I've given you reasons too. You're just
but your reasons are flimsy, and you only have a few of them. I have so many statistics.
No, you're reading these basic stats, but I'm shooting most of them down by saying that
your argument has been, oh well, he's got more championship wins. He's undefeated in the finals.
He does. Can you argue
That's been like your only argument. What is
no, I have. Do you want me to hear the other things I said?
Let's hear some other things.
Because you keep giving these false statements. You keep saying.
What have I said that's been false?
His competition is easier because okay, I'll admit that the Warriors is the best team out of all of them, but I would argue that the Jazz or even the Bad Boy Pistons were in the finals, but they had to play the Bad Boy Pistons to get to the finals, and like they're in conferences.
LeBron has been the one factor in his championship runs. He's been a deciding factor.
Shit, are you think about
Jordan,
the teams?
Jordan has two constant factors. I'm saying not just
like hold up.
No. Listen to me. If you take all of LeBron's playoff appearances, he's that one factor. On different teams, he's still able to get there. Wins and losses. No matter wins and losses aside, Jordan has had two constant factors in his 6-0 championship runs: Pippen and Jackson.
Yeah, but Jackson wasn't like as good as a lot of the players that LeBron has had. It's like you can't say.
But
here's what's going to shut down all your.
How many times did LeBron go to the?
Hold up. You said your thing. Let me say my thing. This is going to shut down all your stupid stats about he's never lost in a playoff series. Ready for this? Who has LeBron had to go through? DeMar DeRozan. Like, he hasn't had to beat anybody in the Eastern Conference that are even worth their weight.
I'm pretty sure now when expansion teams happen, Jordan let me see here. Jordan helped with like the expansion teams, right?
What does that matter?
Right. No, listen to me. He helped with the expansion teams, and they were in different divisions, correct?
What were the expansion teams? Was that the Grizzlies and the Raptors?
The Heat, Hornets, Timberwolves, Magic.
What? When did the
NBA added those teams?
Okay, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Right? Where did they get their talent? They left, and they primarily left NJ's conference and went over there. So
they drafted. No, they drafted.
I'm reading this off of a stat website. See, and you're gonna tell me I'm wrong?
Who did you get? Who is the Magic star in the late 90s?
I'm not saying
Shaquille O'Neal, who they drafted with the number 1 pick. Like, that has nothing to do with MJ.
Hold on, let me read this. Right. Listen. When they added these extra teams and players made impulse decisions and they went over and loaded up these new teams with like best available players, this diluted the talent pool primarily in NJ's conference. Oh yeah, so okay, you could tell me that all of the news and stat websites are wrong and you're the one right guy. Right? That's what you're saying?
You're reading a stat website that says everyone left MJ's conference to go to the Western Conference.
Do you need me to email you? Should I just attach this?
Send me that website. You're avoiding my question. Who did LeBron had to go through who is worth their weight to get to the finals? Other than the Bulls, the one year that the Bulls were very good. Who did they have to get through? Tell me that.
I don't have.
Exactly. That's my point.
Let me look. All right, if you let me look, I bet you.
You're gonna say they beat the Boston Celtics without Kyrie Irving. They beat the Toronto Raptors like a bunch of times. Like they didn't beat very good teams.
Pistons, the Hawks. Oh wait, yeah. No, that's the Magic.
Yippee! They beat Al Horford.
Al Horford is a very talented player.
Not anymore.
Very, very, very talented. It's the way. It's not conference finals. What's it called?
What are you talking about?
Not the thing before the finals. What's that called?
The Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah. All right. Let me pull this up.
It was Jason Tatum and the Celtics in 2017 before Jason Tatum was good.
Let's see. Is this can't? All right. I don't know which. Well, when I search Eastern Conference, it gives me all of his playoff things, so I can't. I don't want to give you some false information.
If you go into NBA, it should give some of. I think if you take NBA
in the like following their dominance in the 80s, the Lakers and Celtics, they ended up in like a rebuilding mode, kind of like they lost a lot of their stars. And Michael Jordan's teams were able to take advantage of the lack of powerhouses, and they won their first three-peat during that time.
Yeah, but you can't say lack of powerhouses. They still have to go through, again, I've said it like 5 times, but I know it's getting repetitive, but the bad boy Pistons, and when they won some of those finals.
If you put LeBron on MJ's team against those opponents, LeBron probably most likely would have gone undefeated in the finals.
No, I don't. That is not true.
And I doubt he would have made the first round exits that MJ made.
You know that LeBron's never gone undefeated in the finals?
I didn't say that he did. I didn't say that he did.
So you're saying that he's could do, like, that doesn't make any sense. These teams he's played that MJ had to play were good teams. Like,
I didn't say they were bad.
Good coaches. Pat Riley, like, those are good teams. Jerry Sloan,
Steve Kerr is a mastermind. LeBron has to go up against Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr is overrated.
LeBron, for his teams, he is like the coach. He is like the general manager.
That doesn't matter how good. Yeah, I'm not arguing that LeBron is a very good player. I'm just
showing you how extensive, just also his knowledge of the game is, and his like talent for that.
You can't say that
a
Michael
leader
wasn't a talented player.
I didn't say that. I'm saying for being a leader.
For being a leader, he literally doesn't. You can't call yourself a leader and then be the only guy on your team who really does anything. Like, would you consider? No, you can't. That's not what leading is.
Leading, LeBron has the ability to make the players around him good.
But he didn't. He literally dropped a 40-piece, and J.R. Smith somehow still managed to pass to dribble. Like, so he's making J.R. Smith into an IQ mastermind, is he?
That's not what I said.
That's basically what you're inferring. He's making other players good.
I didn't say that. He can make other players better. By LeBron.
Well, Michael can do that too. Has done that.
LeBron's has been like more noteworthy. LeBron has. How do you think he's gotten like his 8,000 assists? His 30,000 points plus. His more than 30,000 points. That's not just him every time walking the ball up the floor and scoring. He has to make the cuts. He has to make the moves. He can't just stand in one spot and shoot and score and shoot and score.
Here's my question.
He has to make the cuts.
The ball? Who's passing the ball?
Literally anyone, and he'll make it work.
Dwayne Wade, Kyrie Irving. Like,
do I need to pull up some of his like nobody teammates?
He had 1 year of nobody teammates. He had 1 year of it, and he still had Kevin Love. People somehow forget that Kevin Love played in that final series.
He's kind of.
Do not say Kevin Love sucks, because Kevin Love is a good player. He's just not an amazing player. Like,
Kevin Love is, I think, overrated even.
No, You can. It's not like that. He was of some of the things he was doing in Minnesota were like he was out of his damn mind. Like he was dropping. I want to say 28
So
points.
my guy, Matthew Dellavedova, is the guy passing to LeBron in the 2016 championship team.
Oh, and he went psycho. But that had more to do with Steph Curry's bad.
You can't pass to a guy if he's the reason some players don't score is because they don't have off the ball movement. LeBron.
But Matthew Dellavedova, like that was a fluke. He had such a good series. Watching that series,
I'm just listening. LeBron has played with nobodies though, and he's still been able to put up numbers.
Who is Jordan's point guard again?
I don't know, dude. I'm not
right
for Jordan here.
But okay, we're basically run our time very long, so we should probably cut it off.
Jared Cunningham. Do you know who Jared Cunningham is?
Well, who are you talking about?
That was LeBron's 2016 point guard on that championship roster.
No,
it was. Bring up the Google right now.
It was Matthew Dellavedova. You just said that.
Right? The teams have more than one point guard.
Your backup, okay, yeah, but you could say, here, let me pull up Michael's backup point guard for the 1991 finals. Let me see if you know who that is. Let me see. Their backup point guard was John Paxson.
Oh my God, John Paxson. What?
He was of course. John Paxson, literally, by Paxson. Let me. Hold on.
Jordan McRae. Do you know who that is? That's LeBron's shooting guard.
In?
The 2016 finals.
Backup shooting guard.
He still got minutes, and LeBron is still able to
slipping these things in like you've got a case-breaking solution.
Right,
and you want
to... none of that's case-breaking, obviously. But if you want to bring it down to who's the better player, personally, it's LeBron. He's got all the stats.
But you say yourself stats don't define a player.
I said finals don't define a player.
Here's a perfect example. Do you think Draymond Green is a good player?
Yeah, he's a good player.
But that's not shown on the stats. It's stuff off the stats that he did. Yes, it is not shown on the stats. If you look at the stats, it's like 7 points per game.
Points aren't everything.
6 rebounds.
Right.
2 assists. But it's the things he did on defense that weren't necessarily steals, but his plus minus.
You could talk about LeBron like that for days. Things he does. He draws all these. He draws double teams. He draws so much attention that it can leave his other crappy teammates.
That is the same with Jordan.
Well, you just tried to make that argument that it wasn't true for LeBron, so I had to just.
I didn't say it wasn't true. What did I say?
I'm saying LeBron has the stats and he has the things that aren't stats. He has both of them going for him.
Yeah, but you can't say that stats are everything because he does do some things that are off stats. But so
for stats, LeBron has almost everything except like championship wins. But
which is the most important thing. This is the most important thing in basketball.
When you were defining, okay, let me just find someone who's won a bunch of titles but sucks, and you want to tell me they're great?
Yeah, well, they're not the star on their team. I'll give you the one.
But you're saying you just said that the championships are very important.
Yeah, if you're the best player or best or second best player on the championship, I would take Dwayne Wade over someone who didn't win any championships because I know he's won championships, even if the guy might be better than him. Like,
what?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Not
Dwayne
really.
Dwayne Wade has won 3 championships in his NBA career, right?
Yes.
Some players who are very good, Steve Nash. I might consider, I don't know if I would, but Steve Nash, if he won 3 championships, he might be considered better than Dwayne Wade. But I would still take prime Dwayne Wade over prime Steve Nash because I know he can win championships. And I know where you're coming from. Coming as someone, I know how you've never won a hoops championship, so I know that you're kind of salty.
I have won a hoops championship, and I was on your team in 8th grade.
You were on the bench.
And then we also Yeah, I was. Well, yeah, because I was
Ranger!
And then
Ranger!
I need to bring it up when my guy Matthew Ludlow, we were on that team. Guess who did we beat in the finals? You. Me, Tommy
You were on that
Purcell.
team?
Huh?
You were on that. In second
Yes, I
grade.
was on that team.
Get
I have the
over
picture.
yourself.
I have the picture. It's on my fridge, baby.
Get over yourself. All right, this is running pretty long. That's all we have for today. We're probably gonna pop back on with some more features Saturday or Sunday.
Comment who you think is right, and then also comment who had the better argument. And don't be biased about the argument part.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Have a good one. Stay safe out there. See you next time.